Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about my favourite bits and bobs from the past month, but just beauty products, and they're all on my face right now. So I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you how I did this and the products, and talk about the pros, the cons, the drill. I'm still a bit ill, it's just a cold, but well, and a sore throat as well, let's not play it down. But yeah, I'm looking forward to feeling healthy again, and I thought maybe sitting down and talking about beauty products might make me feel a little bit more chipper. The first product I used is this Coola Mineral Primer. So this is an SPF and also a primer, and Coola are a Logical Harmony approved brand. They do loads of different sunscreen. They do like a setting spray that is a sunscreen as well, but a lot of their, and also for the body I think they do products as well, and a little mineral stick, but a lot of their products are chemical sunscreen. So I did post a kind of breakdown of what the difference is between chemical and mineral sunscreen on my Instagram, so you can check that out if you want to have a little read as like an FAQ kind of thing. Some people found that helpful, so I'll link that if you're interested. But there's two kinds of sunscreen. I'll just give you a quick summary. Two kinds of sunscreen: physical sunscreen and chemical sunscreen, and different people go for different kinds. I personally go for physical sunscreen because it's supposed to be better for the environment for a couple different reasons, depending on the ingredients obviously, and also I've got sensitive skin, and I find chemical sunscreens, oh my goodness. I remember I used one from Glossier once, just kind of like tested it in the store, and it burned immediately as I put it on. I was like, this is not for the face, not for my face anyway, like it. And it's weird because people love that sunscreen. I've heard so many people say that they really like it, so yeah, different people prefer different things. But anyway, I prefer mineral sunscreens, and this one is fantastic because it feels so lightweight. The cons of mineral sunscreen, mineral and physical are kind of the same thing. They're a physical barrier to the sun. The cons of them is that they often give flashback or like a white cast over your face, and they're a bit heavier and greasier. So like for example the Ultrasun Mineral Sunscreen, I've used that before and it's good, but it is a little bit heavy. It's not like a lightweight primer, whereas this is a really lightweight primer. It's very silicone heavy. So the pros of that is obviously that it gives that kind of blurring effect to the skin. It feels really smooth when you apply it, and it means that products that go on top, they just apply amazingly. But obviously if you avoid silicons in products then you won't like this, but I personally absolutely love it. It's got zinc oxide in and titanium dioxide in, two ingredients that I blimmin' love when it comes to sunscreen. And the only other thing that I would say is it looks like I've gone through it quite fast, but I have been using it every single day, so it's expensive. I don't know if it's great value for money, but it's one of the best primers I've tried, and the fact that it's got SPF in it, just I used to go SPF and primer, or like sometimes I would just use SPF as primer, but I just love that this is 2-in-1. Next up, concealer. So I used my Beauty Bounce foundation as per usual today, and then I went in with the Hand Skincare Cosmetics All Natural Concealer in the shade Fair Light, and I've definitely used this in videos before, but I can't remember if I put it in a favourites video. My memory is deteriorating by the day, and yes, I could just go back and watch my old videos and find out which products I included in them, but who's got time for that? Not me. So I thought I would just potentially repeat featuring a product. But it's a natural concealer. I got it in my Petit Bois box, so I don't know where you can get it. I'm sure you can get it online. It is very dewy. If you've got oily skin, I don't know if you're gonna like this, because it's like very hydrating and dewy. You apply it, blend it in, and it's still kind of wet on the skin. Like, you definitely need to set this. But I think if you've got if you've got dry skin, this might be a winner. If you're looking for a natural concealer and you have dry skin and you want something that's got a doe foot applicator, because that's another thing. A lot of green natural concealers don't have doe foot applicators. Like I do like the Duet, the Hint Beauty Duet concealer, but that's a pot concealer. And actually this has got a similar kind of consistency but a bit more hydrating. Like I say, you definitely need to set it, and I did set mine today with the RMS Beauty Un-Powder. Reminds me a lot of the Bamboo Blur Powder by 100% Pure. It's beautifully blurring on the skin. Like if I prime with this and then set my face with this and wear the Beauty Bounce foundation in the middle, like all of these are so blurring and perfecting. Oh my gosh, just it's such a great combination. And this powder definitely makes my makeup last longer. Actually, is it the primer or is it the powder? I feel like maybe it's the powder as well as the primer. They both have, because they leave your skin so kind of like silky smooth, for some reason it makes my makeup last so much longer. The only downside of this, I would say, I don't love the packaging. I wish it was a similar packaging concept to the Bamboo Blur powder, which is kind of like a sieve sort of package, like the Hourglass Veil powder. This is just in like this plastic container, which kind of sucks. In terms of blush, this Milani Luminoso blush, I mean, there's not much you can say about this that hasn't already been said on YouTube. It is beautiful. Like, I get it. I use this in my gold eye makeup look, so if you want to see that, well, I mean I showed it in this video as well, so you don't need to watch that other video, but if you want to watch it you can do. It's a beautiful peach baked blush. I love baked blushes, I love baked bronzers, baked eyeshadows, any baked product. They apply beautifully to the skin, and this lasts so well on the skin as well. Like, it is such a nice kind of sheer peach. I mean, you can build it up, don't get me wrong, you can build it up, but it lasts really well on the skin. Like, it sits on the skin so well, and it does, yeah, I've noticed that I can see it by the end of the day as well as I see it in the beginning of the day, if you know what I mean. And they're pretty inexpensive. You can get them on Beauty Bay if you live in the UK, and I also have the shade Dolce Pink, but this is my preferred shade because it's just a very nice kind of like springtime peachy sort of colour. The bronzer I wanted to mention is the Lolo pressed bronzer. This is in the shade Miami Beach. I love the formula of Lolo powder products. They are so great. I love their sculpt and contour as well. Sometimes I kind of take a mixture of these two. This is just a little bit more cooler in terms of the tone of the contour shade. Obviously contour's supposed to be like a shadow, so it's supposed to be a cooler shade, whereas bronzer's to warm up the face. And I would be opening this to show you, but it's smashed, unfortunately. It's such a soft formula that to be fair, it didn't smash that easily. I took this away with me on a plane, and it didn't smash. It was absolutely fine. And then when I got home and I was using it, the whole pan flipped out, and so I was like, oh crumbs, let's try and put that back in. So I put it back in, and as I put it back in, it smashed. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up another one of these. Well, I don't have to. It's still usable. It just means when you tap your brush into it, it's not an even dispersion of product, so you have to work with it, but I can repress it or whatever. But yeah, the tone of this is brilliant. If you want a natural bronzer, I'm trying to think of other natural bronzers I've tried. Oh, the Sunshine bronzer by Dusty Girls. That's very, very red toned though. If you want a nice kind of like neutral golden tone bronzer, this is great. This is awesome. I think I prefer this to the Dusty Girls one as well because the formula's a lot more smooth, applies really evenly. And yeah, highly recommend this. I can't wait to repurchase this once I've used this smashed one up. Also, I love the price point of Lolo products. Like, they are more natural in terms of their formulation, but they're not ridiculously expensive. Like, they're a little bit more reasonable, and I love that, yeah. So big fan of that one. Oh, I've got another Lolo product to show you in a moment, but I have actually really been enjoying this Trilogy Hydrating Mist Toner. Do I like it more than my Evolve Daily Defense Mist? No, I don't like it more, but I think it's I love the Evolve Daily Defense Mist for hydration. So like, it's got hyaluronic acid in the defense mist, so that's a really nice kind of like skincare step, but it's still nice to set your face with. So if you don't know, I use my spray toner, like my face mist, also to set my face. I don't really go for setting sprays that often. Setting sprays for me are quite aggravating to my skin. A lot of them, I can't remember what the brand's called, Kapari? They're like Logical Harmony certified. I was in Space NK a few days ago, and I saw they had like a tester one, so I was like, oh yeah, I love a refreshing face mist, and it was quite hot, so I put it on, and again, my skin, when they put perfume in face mist, I just think, what is the point? It's just gonna, for girls with sensitive skin, and guys, and anyone with sensitive skin, it's just not, it's so pointless. Like, you don't need perfume in a face mist. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I just use my mist toner as a setting spray, and this one is a little bit more floral as opposed to like the hyaluronic acid sort of bland sort of scent. So it's quite nice and refreshing, and the mist is very, very fine, sets the face nicely, and it doesn't kind of leave droplets anywhere, and also I find because the Evolve one has hyaluronic acid in, hyaluronic acid will draw moisture from the nearest source. So like, if you're putting hyaluronic acid on your skin but you're not putting a serum on top or like a face cream or an oil on top, then it's gonna draw moisture from the nearest source. I don't think hyaluronic acid does that much unless you're putting products on top. So I feel like this is just a nice setting spray. Oh my god, that was such a long explanation for why I like this setting spray, but basically I think it's really nice. That's that. I enjoy it. It's very, very simple, and it doesn't aggravate my sensitive skin, and I like that it's in a brown bottle and this glass, and yeah, I like it. On my lips, these aren't particular favourites, but I thought I would just mention them because this is what I used on my lips. I mean, they are, I do like them, but just like this month, it's not like they've been particular favourites. But this is the Cream Lip Colour by Cupid and Psyche. I've mentioned this brand before. I've got good use out of this lipstick actually. It's really, I love it when you can, oh, it's got hair on it. I love it when you can see that you've really used the product, like you get that shape, and then I don't know, it feels like you're getting good use out of a product. This is a really, really nice bright pink shade. I love pressing this into my lips, and I topped it off with the new Tropic lip glaze in the shade Sugar Plum. Yeah, I just thought I'd give those a quick mention because that's what I use, but it's not like they're necessarily favourites of the month. Although I have been loving this Tropic brush. This is also new, and it's their eye brush, but it's a 3-in-1 product. So it looks like this, comes like that, and it looks like, oh cool, that's a nice sort of shader brush. Yes, but look, you've also got a spoolie, and you've got an eyebrow or a winged liner brush. How funky is that? And I've been using this loads in combination with the eyeshadow palette that I've been loving. This is the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, and this, if you want to get into colourful eye makeup and you want it to be long wearing and you want it to be crazy pigmented, you've come to the right place, because this palette, and I know that it's talked about a lot, but I've never tried it before because I didn't know they were cruelty free, but mamma mia, it is just beautiful. You get 3 shimmers and the rest are mattes, and I'm actually wearing this today, so I've got these 2, oh, I'm wearing all this stuff today, what am I on about? I've got these 2 in the crease, I put a bit of this shade on the lid, and then this one a little bit kind of worked onto the eyelid as well. They're really, really pigmented. The pan sizes are really, really good, like really, really decent pan size, and it's only £20, so it's actually pretty affordable considering how many eyeshadows you get, and the size of the pans, like I say, and you don't need a lot. Like, I feel like this will last a long, long time. Oh, it's just beautiful. And they don't stain the eyelid. Like, you need an oil-based remover, I think, to take it off, but that's what I use all the time, like an oil-based eye makeup remover. I use a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm every day, so yeah, it's not a problem for me, but blimey, these are so nice. Like, you can do some really cool kind of like editorial style looks. I did a kind of pinky and green look in my recent spring lookbook, so I'll link that if you want to watch it. The only thing I would say is they definitely apply better with a brush, which is really weird because I usually find to get most pigment out of an eyeshadow you go in with a finger. This one's a brush for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's not a problem. I've been using this Tropic brush, the shader side, and it applies really, really nicely. So that is that. Really, really enjoy. My liquid eyeliner is my regular Superdrug B liquid liner, which I love. Lasts really, really well. And then last but not least, I think this is the last thing I wanted to talk, second to last. This mascara is insane. It's really, really good. It's by Lolo, and I have tried their natural mascara before, so that's the one in the white tube, and I really liked that one. It didn't last too long in terms of the product went off quite quickly, and I think it's because it's a natural mascara brand. Like, it's probably gonna be, you know when they say like you have to replace your mascara every 3 months, and you kind of think, I mean, who's gonna do that? Like, I've had so many mascaras longer than 3 months and I've lived to tell the tale. It's like, I'm not going to spend another £12 on a mascara when I have one that works perfectly fine. But yeah, I do think that these probably last a little bit less, a little bit shorter amount of time than mainstream mascaras maybe do. That to one side. This is beautiful. It's really, really quick to use and very volumizing. Lasts really well, doesn't flake, doesn't crumble. You can also apply mascara on top. Like, once it's set, you can still top up with it. Say you want a bit more volume, I'll just put a little bit more on now, and it doesn't clump up. It just adds more volume really seamlessly. Honestly, it's a gorgeous mascara, and I haven't really heard anybody talk about it. It's one of their more newer mascara releases, but I don't think it's new. I know that Nicole from Vegan Beauty Girl really likes this as well. It's obviously a vegan formula, a more natural formula. The brush is similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex kind of wand, or the L'Oreal. I know they've got Paradise mascara that everybody loves, not cruelty free, but I thought I'd just give it for a reference. But it's that kind of like hourglass shape. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's like an hourglass sort of in and out mascara wand, and it's a bristle mascara, so it's really easy to kind of work with. It's just beautiful. Highly, highly recommend it, and it's not too expensive for like a natural product. Like I say, Lolo know where it's at with their price points. And that is all the makeup I wanted to mention, but I did just want to say I've been digging this perfume. This is the Mimosa and Bergamot Eau de Toilette by M&S, Marks & Spencer. Their own brand range is cruelty free, and this is marked as vegan on their website. And it says it's got notes of bergamot zest, mimosa petals and soft musk. And it reminds me, the reason why I love this so much is it reminds me a lot of the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue perfume, which is such a nice summery scent. And it was like, I had it when I was younger, and it's kind of like nostalgic of, you know, like young summers where you have like that really, really long summer at school, and it's just kind of like, that was my signature, wasn't my signature perfume because I had a couple of different perfumes. I had Prada Candy, YSL Manifesto, and this one, but it was just like a very nice kind of summery, it's got a very nice summery feel to it. I don't think it will last very long, like I haven't had it too long, and look how much I've used. It doesn't last too long on the skin, but I am very liberal with it, so I do kind of like top up throughout the day. But yeah, really, really have enjoyed this, and I do get compliments when I wear this, which is, it's like someone will always be like, someone smells good. and that's always me. But yeah, that is pretty much it for, this is literally just the beauty stuff I've been loving. I should probably do a skincare update because I said I was going to do it ages ago, and my skincare routine has, the routine, like the actual steps are still in place, but in terms of what I've been using, that's kind of switched up a bit. So yeah, I will have to update that at some stage. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video was useful, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a lovely springtime, enjoying the weather and taking care of yourself. And yeah, if you want to like, comment and subscribe, please do, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.